Good afternoon. Thanks for calling Plotline. You're through to Eddie. How may I help?
I've just watched Karate Kid on TV.
So this isn't the Bros Split support line.
Thanks for calling Plotline. You're through to Eddie. How may I help?
I've just come back from watching Wayne Wild cinema.
Okay. Do you mean Wayne's World?
Yeah. Wayne World.
Right. Okay, sir. And what part of Wayne's World did you not understand?
It was advertised as a comedy.
Yes, that's right, sir.
And I suppose you agree, do you?
Well, I found it quite funny, yes.
That's not comedy, mate. Listen, I know comedy. I spent 12 years on the club circuit, me.
Well, that's great, sir.
You want to hear a proper joke, do you?
Well, not particularly.
What do you get when you cross Snowman the vampire?
Sorry, sir, you're not drunk, are you? Just checking.
Frostbite. Yeah.
Yeah, very good, sir.
I bought a ceiling fan the other day. Complete waste of money. He just stands there all day looking at my ceiling going, ooh, what a lovely smooth ceiling.
Very good, sir.
I got caught stealing a leg of lamb from the supermarket. Security guard said, "What are you doing with that?" And I said, "Probably some roast potatoes and peas."
Yeah, again, very good, sir, but I'm afraid I don't have any control over...
And don't think I've not got jokes for the giddy winks as well, as I do. Anyway, Darth Vader says to Luke, "Why can't you eat Wookiee meat?" Luke says, "Because it's so chewy."
Yeah, I mean, Star Wars is actually quite an old film now, but...
So, why don't they make a film about me? Me.
I'm not too sure how to answer that, really.
John. John World of John. John World of John.
Yeah.
I tell you why. Young man, on the end of the phone, doesn't really care about me and my career. Jesus Christ. Because these fancy new comedians going, "Oh, I'm a new comedian, and I'm politically correct, and I go to the dentist twice a year."
Well, they appear to be doing something right, sir.
Yeah, but was you there, 1972, at the Dusty Sack?
I don't believe I was.
I opened for Jim Bowen, mate.
Oh, wow. Well, you can't beat a bit of Billy.
Damn right you can't. That's proper talent, I'll never forget. He walked me into his dressing room and said, "John, help yourself to my volleyballs." Top man.
Wow, that's quite a story, sir.
1970s comedy ruled, mate. I mean, just imagine John World, the film, right? The flick. the movie, the picture, the piece. Credits roll. Credits roll. I appear on a smoky stage, and I open with, ladies and gentlemen, listen up. Here's my joke. A white man, an Asian man, and a black man walk into a bar.
Okay, so we got to stop it there. Thanks very much. Goodbye. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling Plotline. You're through to Brendan. How may I help?
Oh, hey man, is this Plotline?
Yes, that's us. How can I help, sir?
It's about that movie where that little kid is left home alone.
What? The film, Home Alone?
Oh, yeah, that's the one, man.
Oh, okay, yep. And what was the issue, sir?
It's the booby traps. They don't work.
Okay, and what makes you think that?
Well, they still managed to steal all of my stuff.
So, you've been robbed?
Yeah, it's a bit of a drag, man.
Okay, so, well, I'm guessing you've called the police?
Nah, I haven't yet, actually.
Right, well, I think the police might be more equipped to deal with a robbery.
Yeah, so how comes these booby traps, they work for him and not for me? It's kind of ruined the movie for me a bit, you know?
Okay, well, what booby traps are we talking about here?
Well, I got inspired by this little blonde kid from the movie.
I'm guessing you're talking about Kevin.
Yeah, that's him, little Kev. Well, Dirty Pete, he's the local burglar. He's kind of known around these parts for being pretty stealthy, you know. So I said to him, hey, Dirty Pete, you want to try robbing me tonight, man?
Right.
So he says, oh, yeah, sure thing, Fat Spider.
Sorry, Fat Spider.
Yeah, that's just what they call me. It's kind of ironic since I'm pretty skinny and I don't even have 8 legs.
That's good to know, sir.
So he comes in here a couple of hours ago. He ties me up. He takes everything but the kitchen sink.
Sorry, you're tied up.
Oh yeah, Dirty Pete. He doesn't mess about, man. Anyway, so first I poked my BB gun through the letterbox. I shot him right in the groin, man. Actually, it was one of those spud guns. Anyways, I ran to the top of the stairs. I watched him kick open the door. He just stepped on my little micro machine cars, all casual. Just broke him. He didn't even slip over once.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Yeah, then I threw a pot of eggshell paint down the stairs. He just swerved it. Mind you, it was only one of those little tester pots. And now here I am. He's bent my leg round to somewhere I didn't even know it could reach.
Right, okay, so, well, the reason the traps worked for Kevin and not for you is mainly because it's a film. I've never heard of anything so stupid.
Hey, man, you don't need to be like that.
But you see, there is. You're how old?
41 and a half.
Right, you're 41 and a half, and you've asked someone called Dirty Pete to rob your house so you could see if the traps that an 8-year-old boy made in a movie will work in real life. You now have no possessions, you're tied up, and your first call is not to the police, but to a support line that helps people understand the plots in films. So yeah, I would say that's pretty stupid, sir.
Hey, don't fair, man. I never felt so insulted in my life. You wait until I'm free from these ropes, man. I'm gonna get you.
Well, I'll just have to make sure I set some booby traps in, sir. Goodbye. Welcome to Plotline. You're through to Eddie. How may I help?
Hello, Eddie. It's Keith Poppet here, psychic to the stars.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, you might have heard my radio show.
Not entirely sure I have.
Well, then you've most definitely read my column for Rare Medium Weekly.
So, what was the call about, sir?
Oh, yes. Well, I've just rented out Back to the Future Part 2 on VHS.
Oh, yes, that's a great film, that is.
Oh, I wouldn't say great. It's good, but it's not very factual.
I'm not sure it has to be factual, sir. It's a science fiction film after all.
Of course, yes. But after the film, I did an astral projection to South Croydon 2015 and had a little stroll around.
Oh, why South Croydon?
I can only seem to astral project to South Croydon for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, but what's more of a shame is that the film has got it all wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's not your fault, Eddie, love, but it's ruined the film for me.
What exactly did they get wrong, sir?
Okay, here we go. I didn't see any flying cars or hoverboards. I didn't see any programmable sound effect vests. I didn't see any Jaws 19 at the cinema. I didn't see any pizza hydrator. I mean, the list just goes on and on.
Well, maybe they just don't have all that stuff in South Croydon.
Point taken, point taken. But I tell you what I did see.
Oh yeah, what was that, sir?
EastEnders. Ian Beale's still such a miserable so-and-so.
Right, so you did an astral projection to the year 2015 and you watched EastEnders?
It's my weakness. Anyway, my point is that the film will not stand the test of time because it doesn't convey the reality of 2015.
Which is what, apart from Ian Beale still being a miserable so-and-so?
Well, let's see. Beers make a comeback. No one speaks to each other in real life anymore. And Donald Trump announces his bid for the US presidency.
Donald Trump, that rich business idiot. Oh, well, I've heard it all now.
Mark my words, Eddie, and he'll win it in 2016. I've been there too. And Ian Beale's still such a miserable so-and-so.
Right, okay, well, thanks for all the laughs, sir. I've really got to go now.
Hang on, one more thing. One day, some of these calls will be put into something called a podcast, and it'll become world famous.
Podcast? Okay, sir. Sure. Well, you take care now. I hope Ian Beale finds his happiness someday.
He doesn't. He becomes part robot in 2045 and rusts when he cries.